Hello and happy Pride Month, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Here are the books that I read in the month of May. Most of them are short stories from Audible because the first book took up the majority of my time. That first one being Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk. This is one that I haven't read before and it's on my list of disturbing books, so expect a breakdown of this next video. Alright, so here's the summary. Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk is a novel made up of stories, 23 of them to be precise. 23 of the most horrifying, hilarious, mind-blowing, stomach-churning tales you'll ever encounter, sometimes all at once. They are told by people who have answered an ad headlined, "Writer's Retreat, Abandon Your Life for 3 months," and are led to believe that here they will leave behind all the distractions of real life that are keeping them from creating the masterpiece that is in them. But here turns out to be a cavernous and ornate old theater where they are utterly isolated from the outside world, and where heat and power and, most important, food are in increasingly short supply. And the more desperate the circumstances become, the more extreme the stories they tell, and the more devious their machinations become to make themselves the hero of the inevitable play slash movie slash nonfiction blockbuster that will surely be made from their plight. I quite liked this book, although the ending did get a bit weird. I don't want to say much more about it because, again, I'll be breaking down this book in the next video. Yes, I would recommend this book. If I had to rate it, I'd give it 4 bloody bowling balls out of 5. So the next story I read was called Good Night's Sleep by Jack Follman, and the summary is as follows. Filming herself sleeping ends up being the darkest decision of Catherine's life, as her nocturnal recordings reveal a dark discovery far worse than any nightmare she could have imagined sleeping with her in her bed. Catherine tries to run from the darkness of what she discovers, but she cannot escape as her sleeping partner stalks her further and further into madness. I really liked this story. I thought it was creepy and exciting. I want to tell you my favorite part, but I was considering it being a spoiler, but it's kind of right there in the summary, so do with that what you will. Anyway, so Catherine lives alone, right? And she's filming herself sleeping to show a doctor to determine if she has sleep apnea or not. She gives the recordings to the doctor and he checks it out and he tells her no, she does not have sleep apnea, and the only time she was mildly disturbed in her sleep is when her boyfriend came into the bed. And that part gave me chills. I was so creeped out. Could you imagine, like, living alone and somebody unbeknownst to you coming into your home and just sleeping in your bed, not doing anything, just laying down in the bed next to you? The ending is a bit outlandish and it takes some unexpected turns, but I still would recommend checking out this story. If I had to rate it, I'd give it 4 sleep apnea masks out of 5. The next short story I read was called The End of the Road by DiLouie, and here is the summary. When 5 college friends cross America in a minivan to find themselves, they chance upon a road that isn't on any map. They can't resist exploring it. The van breaks down. They find a town, a massive trailer park steeped in squalor. The town isn't on any map either. They find the people in town. They'll wish they hadn't. The only sanctuary is the big house, a giant mansion at the center of the town that appears to be abandoned. Only all the lights are on at night. Inside the big house is the secret of the town. Inside, they'll finally find themselves. They won't like what they find. I thought this one was kind of meh. It was not at all what I expected. I was anticipating creepy hillbillies stalking and killing college students, and instead I got a magical evil house. I just don't know how to feel about it. It's just dumb college students go on a road trip and get stranded in the middle of the woods. They happen upon a small town / trailer park where they're pretty sure they witness a murder within the first 10 minutes of being there, but they stay. They get to the motel in town where the owner of the motel says some disgusting things to the women, and they still stay. So yeah, just dumb college students being real dumb. And then they find a magical evil house. So, like I said, I just don't know how to feel about it. I don't think I'd recommend it. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it 2 missing teeth out of 5. The last thing I listened to was a production of Fangoria's Dread Time Stories, Volume 2, written by Max Collins, MJ Elliot, Barry Richert, and Dennis Etchison. It's a series of radio dramas narrated by Malcolm McDowell. I chose it because I love Malcolm McDowell's voice. Stories are okay. There's nothing particularly chilling about any of them. But they're still fun. I recommend it if you have Audible, but if you don't, it's not like you're missing much. If I had to rate it, I'd give it 3 high school gangbangs out of 5. There you have it. Those are the books / short stories / radio dramas that I've consumed in the past month. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me ramble on. Thank you very much for being here, and have a safe and wonderful June. Bye.